Are there any medications that can prevent and even reverse hair loss? This is a question that I get asked all the time. And if you go to the supermarket, there'll be loads of different products from caffeine shampoos, snake oils, all with the same promise that they can thicken and reverse hair loss. And the fact of the matter is, it's just not true. There are though a couple of compounds on the market that can help in preventing and reversing hair loss. So let's get into them. The first compound you may have already heard of, this is called minoxidil. Now minoxidil works by increasing blood flow to the top of the scalp. Now if you imagine, the more blood that's there, the more nutrients your hair follicles are getting. And this helps stimulate and thicken the existing follicles. Now your follicles are in different growing stages. They start to grow, they get thick, they get thin, and then they fall out. Now minoxidil will target the ones at the end of the life cycle. So at first you may notice that there's a shedding stage, and this is when a lot of people tend to panic and give up. I'm telling you now, you've got to stick with it, because what it does then is it gets rid of that dead wood and then it brings through your hair and makes it thicker and fuller. The other compound you may have heard of is finasteride. Now finasteride works by blocking the conversion of testosterone to dihydrotestosterone, or DHT as you may have heard of it. Now DHT is 15 times more androgenetic than testosterone, and what that does is it basically sits on your scalp and it suffocates your hair follicles and it miniaturizes them. So when people notice thinning, this is exactly what's happening, and the follicle gets weaker and weaker and weaker until it effectively dies. So finasteride blocks that conversion. Now a lot of people are reluctant to use finasteride because there's some well-known side effects to it. It can result in lower mood, loss of libido, etc, etc. So how can we combat finasteride and get all the benefits from it without the side effects? So this leads us to topical finasteride, and in our case, Dense Hair Club. Now Dense Hair Club is a combination of both topical finasteride and minoxidil. 7 sprays in the morning and 7 sprays in the evening is the equivalent of taking a 1 mg tablet of finasteride, and it's also got minoxidil in at 5%, which will stimulate growth and give you the benefits of both compounds in a two-pronged attack.